But for how long before one of them ruins it? Place your bets now. This unexpected pairing cropped up at the back end of last year, when a weird frisson rose between them after being locked in a room together. As things heated up, they started enjoying some regular secret sexy times while at work. Hope someone disinfected Caleb's desk. Their little tryst went on a while before they decided it was getting in the way of work, and they called it quits. Turned out, though, Jai had already caught feels. Though they'd agreed not to take it further, Jai was visibly upset to learn Kerry had married Pollard. Seeing his sad little face, she decided to come clean that she'd only married him for a tax scam, and Jai was surprisingly buoyed to know she didn't really have the hots for ailing Eric.so. Things started back up again, but they're about to hit a snag. They're once again reveling in their saucy workplace secret, but denting Jai's ego is the fastest way for Kerry to find herself single. Instead of just enjoying his good thing, Jai starts worrying how he can keep his authority over Kerry in public without risking their romance. The key is that they want to keep it secret. But how? Kerry has her own plan to make sure that outwardly, they seem innocent. She decides to mock Jai in a way that she normally would, but she hasn't counted on the fact that as he has caught feelings, her words hurt. She thinks she's played a blinder and believes she's heading to some sexy fun after her clever ruse in throwing Jai under the bus. But Jai is having none of it, his nose severely out of joint. The spark between Kerry Wyatt and Jai Sharma wasn't something anyone saw coming. Least of all them. Late last year, thanks to a faulty lock and a slice of pure bad luck, the two found themselves trapped together in a back office room. At first, it was all eye-rolling irritation. Kerry pacing dramatically, Jai muttering about incompetence and missed meetings. But somewhere between the sarcastic barbs and the awkward proximity, something shifted. A look held a second too long, a joke that landed softer than usual, a silence that wasn't uncomfortable. By the time they were freed, something unspoken lingered in the air. They tried to ignore it. They failed. Secret indulgence. What followed was a string of stolen moments and whispered rendezvous, squeezed between spreadsheets and staff meetings. It was thrilling precisely because it was forbidden. Workplace romances were messy, public, risky. But secret ones? Secret ones were delicious. They kept it contained to quiet corners and locked doors, convincing themselves it was just fun. No feelings. No expectations. Just two consenting adults enjoying a bit of distraction from village drama. If Caleb ever wondered why his desk needed wiping down more often, he wisely didn't ask. For a while it worked. They laughed. They flirted. They slipped back into professional mode the second anyone approached. But eventually, reality intruded. They were distracted. Snappy. Sloppy. And Jai, ever the businessman, declared it had to end. The first crack. Kerry agreed. Sensibly. Maturely. They shook on it, metaphorically at least. Back to normal. Only it wasn't normal. Because Jai had caught feelings. He didn't mean to. He certainly hadn't planned to. But somewhere between Kerry's outrageous humor and the flashes of vulnerability, she rarely let anyone see, he'd fallen. He tried to play it cool. Then Kerry married Eric Pollard. The news hit him like a brick. Eric, older and unwell, hardly seemed the romantic rival Jai had imagined for himself. But marriage was marriage. Permanent. Public. Final. Jai's mask slipped. The hurt was written all over him. Kerry noticed. And that was her first mistake. The tax scam confession. Unable to watch Jai sulk around the office like a kicked puppy, Kerry pulled him aside and told him the truth. She hadn't married Eric for love. It was a tax dodge. A practical arrangement. Financial maneuvering dressed up as romance. Jai blinked. Then, astonishingly, he smiled. "You don't actually fancy him?" he asked, hope bleeding through his carefully controlled tone. "Don't be daft," Kerry scoffed. And just like that, the door reopened. Round 2. This time, though, it wasn't just about excitement. This time there were feelings. That made everything infinitely more complicated. They were back to secret glances and closed doors. But now Jai's heart was involved. And Jai Sharma was not a man who liked feeling out of control. In private, he was warm. Attentive. Almost tender. In public, he needed to be in charge. He was her superior at work. He prided himself on authority. Respect. How did he maintain that while sneaking around with her? How did he keep their romance hidden without looking weak? The answer, Kerry decided, was simple. Overcompensate. The blinder. Kerry's plan was classic Kerry. Brazen, loud, and a little reckless. If they acted exactly as they always had, trading insults, mocking each other mercilessly, no one would suspect a thing. So she turned it up. In front of staff, She teased Jai about his spreadsheets, his suits, his tiny dictator energy. People laughed. Jai did not. She thought she'd played a blinder. Perfect cover. Suspicion eliminated. What she hadn't accounted for was that the dynamic had changed. Before, the barbs had been foreplay. Now, with real feelings in the mix, they stung. Each joke chipped away at him. Each laugh from someone else dented his pride. And Jai Sharma's ego was not a small thing. The breaking point. The final straw came during a staff briefing. Kerry interrupted him mid-sentence with a dramatic yawn and a quip about death by PowerPoint. The room erupted. Jai's jaw tightened. He finished the meeting coolly, professionally. Then he avoided her. No private smile, no subtle touch, no after-hours text. Kerry assumed he was building anticipation. She sauntered toward his office later, expecting reconciliation of the most satisfying kind. Instead, she found a closed door, metaphorically and literally. "We need to talk," Jai said, tone clipped. "Oh." Bruised pride. "You embarrass me," he said flatly. Kerry laughed at first, thinking he was joking. He wasn't. "I can't have staff thinking I'm a joke," he continued. "I have to maintain authority." She folded her arms. "It's called banter, Jai. We've always done it." "Yes. Before." The word hung heavy. Before it meant something. Before he cared. Kerry felt irritation rise. "So what? I'm supposed to suddenly treat you like royalty. I'm asking for respect. And I'm asking you not to turn into a sulky control freak." There it was. The real snag. This wasn't about secrecy. It was about insecurity. Lines in the sand. Jai's ego had been dented, and denting Jai's ego was the fastest way to lose him. He withdrew. Counselled plans. Became brisk and distant at work. Kerry, confused and stubborn, refused to apologize for being herself. "You can't date me and then decide you don't like how I talk," she snapped during one tense exchange. "And you can't say you care about me and then humiliate me in front of everyone," he shot back. The thrill that had once defined them was replaced with sharp edges. "Place your bets." So now the village watches. Because nothing stays secret in Emmerdale for long. Will Kerry soften, realizing she's hurt someone she actually cares about? Will Jai swallow his pride and accept that loving Kerry means accepting her loud, chaotic nature? Or will this unexpected pairing implode as quickly as it ignited? They had chemistry. Fireworks. Heat. But heat can warm you. Or it can burn everything down. And in a village built on secrets, pride, and fragile egos, it's rarely the scandal that ends a romance. It's the hurt. So place your bets. Because one thing is certain. If they can't figure out how to love each other in public, as well as in private, this saucy little workplace secret won't stay sweet for long. Is this conversation helpful so far?